introduce yourself and provide a brief overview of your entrepreneurship journey and academic background?
Of course, so I go by the name Is Yoosha Umar, and I have a degree in business administration and master's in investment management. My journey as an entrepreneur so far started right after I got my diploma in 2015 from Nobamali Polytechnic. And at that point, I was looking for internship opportunities, and I couldn't get anyone. So instead of staying idle, I found myself in a seminar that they were teaching and educating people about entrepreneurship and how they could be salesmen and saleswomen. I got motivated by seeing the young guys who were presenting there, some of them in their early 20s and late 20s, making significant amount of money.
Can you walk us through how your journey is so far as an entrepreneur, particularly in the field of forex trading and investing in stocks, indices, and crypto?
My journey as an entrepreneur so far, well, it can be overwhelming, but I would say it has been an interesting journey. I think the decision I made to be an entrepreneur is one of the best decisions that I've ever made. One thing that I love as entrepreneurship is that you be your own boss. You do things the way you want, and you make mistakes. So the moment you make mistakes, you learn from it. So being in the entrepreneurship aspect of life, at the beginning, you don't have support, particularly from where I come from. You hardly get that support, because even when I started as a salesman in my first journey, my first phase of entrepreneurship, a lot of people think that I'm just wasting my time. It is just the normal slogan: go to school, get a good job. In 2015, 2016, like that was when I got involved with trading. Previously, before that time, a company was about to launch in Nigeria then, and one of my mentors called me and gave me the opportunity to be part of those selling the product of that company. So what they were selling at that point was educational products on how to be a profitable trader. So, and I got involved with that company. I studied their content, the educational content, and it was really interesting that you can, it is the only industry that I learned that time that you can, start from nothing and become great. I can remember my first deposit. I deposited $50, and overnight I made like $10. So that's like almost 10% of that money. At that point, I calculated, what if I had $100? What if I had $1,000? What if I had $50,000? What did I have? $100,000. So it's like having $100,000 and making $10,000 overnight. So that gave me more confidence to pursue forex trading, that it is a market that whatever you come with, you can grow. It motivated me a lot, and it wasn't easy starting, and I believe you understand that at the beginning I lost a lot. All the money I made from sales at that point, I deposited it in trading, and I went, if not bankrupt, I would say. So I had to start from scratch, and the only way I could get my money back is through the trading. So I had to learn how to trade. So I went for different mentorship classes. One of my best mentors came from Malaysia. Till today we're in contact, and after building my level of education, then I started seeing the fruitful part that trading had to offer.
What motivated you to venture into forex trading and other financial markets?
Well, again, at my early stage, most of the time when I go to YouTube at that point, trying to see those who are really rich at my age bracket, one of the few things that they do is either YouTube as a profession or forex trading, or that time crypto wasn't popular. It's now that you sell a lot of crypto. So I saw a lot of young guys, especially at that time. One of the guys that motivated a lot of youths is Sandile Shezi. He's from South Africa, a young guy who started selling muffins to being a multi-millionaire through forex. Those are the things that I saw a lot, because in my own surrounding, like my own community, we don't really have successful forex traders at that point who were young to actually motivate it. Also, we pick motivation from international icons. At that point, you have people like Cubanks, you have people like Sandile Shezi, you have people like Refwin, and it has really been interesting as a Nigerian forex trader to see these icons have even visited Nigeria. I think last year also, Refrain was here in Nigeria. So these are people who really motivated, traders to focus on their journey and as well, keep grinding and not give up on what they do.
How have your skills and strategies evolved over the 6 years you've been involved in training?
My strategy has really evolved spectacularly, that I would say. It is evident, because there's one thing to call yourself a trader, and there's another thing to look like a trader. My strategy at the beginning, it was confusing. I could remember my mentor keep saying, keep backtesting, keep learning from all your losses, because we had a lot of losses and each loss was a lesson. So, and each lesson we learn, we decide to redefine it and see how it could be suitable to the type of trading strategy we use. For me, it has been my number one source of income till today, since I start trading. And from what I've achieved to where I am today, I'll say that trading really played a huge significant role in helping me achieve that.
Could you share some of the biggest challenges you faced as a forex trader and investor, and how you overcame them?
There are a lot of challenges, a lot. I'm just going to talk about maybe few. And first, I'll say the challenge at the beginning was education and getting mentors. Because getting a mentor, costs you money. So I had to source that money from other activities to pay, and also get mentored by them. Other challenges as a Nigerian here, lack of high-speed internet, sometimes lack of, I would just say, infrastructure to make the trading more seamlessly and exciting for us. And also the losses. There were levels of losses. I could remember after losing everything from all that I'd earned from sales. That was my first blown out. And then I had to start from scratch again, to build myself. And I think 2018 also, I had a huge bang on my trading, which I also lost a lot. And also even falling for like scam brokers. There are a lot of brokers who scammed us that you make money, you couldn't withdraw your money. All those kind of challenges, I have faced them. And I think during Corona also, that was almost an unpredictable market, which the volatility was crazy. So the risk was really crazy at that point, and you could not actually calculate it how it was before Corona. So during Corona, the volatility, if we were risking like 1-2% before, it's the previous 1-2% during Corona now became like 20% if you're opening positions. So I think those were the major challenges that I faced in my journey here.
In what ways do you believe your experiences in trading various financial instruments have prepared you for long-term goals in finance?
Well, one of my end goal ever since I started as a trader is to end up as a hedge fund manager. And I think I'm very close to establishing my hedge fund, and that is my end goal. And that was one of the reasons that made me choose investment management as my master degree, just to learn more about investment in the corporate world, which it really played a key role in that aspect for me achieving my end goal. So being a hedge fund manager and also playing on that institutional level has been a major goal for me, and I believe I'm on track with that based on experience, and also academically I'm on track with that. So because anytime I look at giants like Paul Tudor, giants like George Soros, George Soros, one of the most intelligent hedge fund manager who have made history till today. No one have break his record. He some people say he broke the Bank of England. He's the only guy who made $1 billion profit in a single trade. So there are a lot of records that possibly with the innovation today in the world, upcoming hedge fund managers can make significant impact also in the industry. Yeah.
What inspired you to aim for owning a hedge fund or a private equity firm as your ultimate goal?
If you start as a trader and you read in-depthly about most successful traders and most successful trades that have been done, historically, if you look at that of George Soros, kind of trades he took, if you look at that of trades of Jessica Livermore that he took during his days, all those type of trades, for you to have like capital to actually take such position, you need to be on an institutional level. So, and to be on an institutional level, you need to be either a licensed private equity owner or you be a licensed hedge fund manager. So, and at that point is where you can move markets, be a market maker, take huge positions, and create history for yourself in the industry. Anyone can be a normal trader, make $100,000 a year, $200,000 a year, $1 million a year, and no one will ever know about you. But you enter into the institutional aspect of trading. All trades you take are being recorded, are being talked about, and you can make history there as well. So for me, it's not all about the profits, it's about making history as well in the industry.
Can you outline some steps or milestones you've set for yourself to progress towards your goal of owning a hedge fund or private equity firm?
The very moment I make a decision to be a trader, I had that in mind also as my end goal, to own a hedge fund or be owner of a private equity firm. So I think one of the reasons that made me choose investment management as my MSc master degree, it's all about getting to know how the corporate world work, how institutional investors or traders make their decisions in trading either stocks, either currencies, either bonds. And during my days learning during my master degree, I learned a lot about that, how they make those decisions. So I think that's one of the first steps for me, I think currently, that I have achieved to own a hedge fund in the nearest future. And also working on my CFE and other certifications, just to boost my network on building a successful hedge fund.
How do you envision leveraging your expertise and experience in trading to excel in the hedge fund or private equity space?
Well, for most people that I've met in the hedge fund space, I have a couple of contacts who are doing that as a business, and even at this point I consult for a few hedge funds that I give them insights on either stocks or currencies, or bonds. I give them insights on them. So one thing that I've noticed is that most of them are just more of academic minded, like they just get their degree in either finance or economics or business, and have their CFE and maybe masters in related field, and they just get employed. Some of them, or even most of them, have not started taking risks right from even before they finish their undergraduates. So for me, I think making a decision to start being a trader and even profiting from the market even right before I finish my undergraduate gives me a level of leverage, and I think more of mental capacity in making decisions when it comes to taking risks. So all my experience during my journey will give me huge leverage, and also edge in taking action and making the right decisions in my trading, and also taking positions from hedge funds in the future. So I think my experience is one of the huge factor. Yeah.
What unique insights or strategies do you believe you bring to the table that will set your hedge fund or private equity firm apart?
Well, as the world is evolving, a lot of innovative aspects of investments are coming up. And for me, what will give me edge possibly if I get myself into that industry of hedge funds or private equity is being I can really adapt to like the current kind of finance we have in the world, like the decentralized finance, the DeFi, the cryptocurrencies, the innovations, the Web3, all of that, and can give me edge to making my hedge fund stand apart from other hedge funds, even though currently they're trying to adapt as well, because last few months in America, we had a Bitcoin ETF being approved, which is huge for that aspect of cryptocurrency. Now, looking at Bitcoin being the most or the best performing, assets in the last 10 years, even in this decade, is one of the best performing assets. So now institutions are getting involved. We have Bitcoin ETF coming up in Japan, coming up in China, coming up even in United Kingdom. So for me, I will also be focused on innovative strategies of making good investment decisions when I get to establish my hedge funds. And even when we look at industries, not only cryptocurrency, when we look at industries of artificial intelligence, also will be some type of innovative kind of industry that people will decide to take huge risks and see the future it holds for them. So being innovative in my investment approach will be one of the edge that I will have as a hedge fund manager.
So, is there any advice you would give to upcoming traders?
Well, I wish when I started as a trader, I got this advice that I'm about to give to any upcoming trader. The first thing you need to understand that trading as a whole is not a get-rich-quick scheme, right? And if you don't invest your time to learn how it really works, then you might get hurt really bad from the market. So what equates your success is the level of education you have in trading, right? So one of the aspects you can look into is how to get a mentor, who will guide you, right? Even though there are a lot of mentors that you could pay them even here in Nigeria who are really good, that they can mentor you through the process, and there are a lot of mentors too internationally. So but what upcoming traders usually do is that they decide to fund their money in their brokers, and they keep losing money than taking out that money to invest in their education. So the first thing is for them to get educated, and with the innovative way of getting money today from trading, that we even have prop firms that when you're good as a trader, they invest in you. We have some Nigerians who are managing $100,000, $200,000 from prop firms. So when we started, we didn't have prop firm, so we had to grow our $50, $100, $1,000 to where we are. So but today you can start learning trading in 3 months. When you're good, the next 3 months you can take an exam with prop firm. When you pass, they give you these accounts to manage and you get paid. So you should be patient. Again, be patient, because things will not just add up overnight, right? You have to practice, and also fail forward. Just as one of my mentors would say, fail forward. By if you don't fail, you won't understand what you're doing. So you fail forward and just never give up, because trading is the only industry that you can have true financial freedom, because you can make money from any other place, but how do you grow it? It's only in this market you can grow your money. Only in this industry you can grow your money. So don't give up, keep learning, persevere, and you enjoy the benefits this industry has to offer.